Thank you for joining us for our Toast to the Generations of Sanaga-Yong Chimpanzee Rescue. Your participation in the auction and other aspects of tonight's event will provide support for 77 beautiful chimpanzees at our sanctuary in Cameroon, including 3 little toddlers around the age of 2 years. We'll focus on them a little bit tonight and let you know exactly how you're helping them. Providing sanctuary for all the chimpanzees enables authorities to enforce the laws against wildlife trafficking. And funds raised can also support our forest protection work aimed at keeping chimpanzees and other endangered animals living safe and free in the forest. Thank you for joining us, and please contribute as generously as you can.
Toast to generations at Sanaga-Yong. Well, thank you so much for being here. My name's Corey Michaels, and I had the honor a couple of years ago to first get introduced to Sanaga-Yong and get to be the host of their first virtual event. And I fell in love with all 77 of these incredible animals there at Sanaga-Yong, to the staff that is there, the 30+ people that work day in and day out all the time to care for them, and to each and every one of you for being here once again. So thank you. Thank you for letting me be a part of it, and thank you for being here in support of these amazing creatures. So our Toast to Generations at Sanaga-Yong. You see all the photos all around us. You've heard the passion. There's a reason why you're here. Well, now's to how we make this all happen, to be able to care for medically, financially, and all the different ways for all of these animals. So how you can do that right now, if you haven't already, you can get logged on and start your bidding at SYCR Toast to Generations at generations.auctionfrogs.org. There we go. One more time. SYCR Toast to Generations.afrogs.org. And that will take care of all of your bidding. Now, with that, it means you're going to have 2 different screens open. I know, it sounds a lot scarier than it really is. It's not. So while you're watching this, if you've got your laptop, your tablet, or something hooked up to the TV, or you're watching on one of those, great. Thanks for being here. You got half the problem taken care of right now. And then in your hand, you can be able to go to that SYCR Toast to Generations.afrogs.org and be able to do all your bidding on there. You can set up auto bid, which we'll talk a little bit more about coming up here in just a few minutes. Just know we want this to be as simple as humanly possible for you, because that means you're going to be able to give more to be able to help. And all of us together can make some huge differences. So if you have any technical problems tonight, we've got you taken care of. Cameron and the staff with Auction Frogs is ready for you. So 208-559-6577. That's the number to call, and they'll be able to help you through any technical issues you might have, problems with bidding. 208-559-6577. Now, here, as we make our way through the course of the event here, I want to thank all of our VIP happy hour members that had been a part. If you hadn't already heard, there was this great VIP happy hour that happened right before we got started with the broadcast here. And there were folks on there that got these great happy hour VIP packages. They got to ask exclusive questions with Sherry and with Karen, and hear stories and see videos that weren't available any other way. So make sure before the next event, watch out for that, be a part of it, but we're so glad you're a part of this right now. Now, as we celebrate our generations, where does that start with? Well, that starts with all of our wonderful primates that we've had here and a part of Sanaga-Yong for all of these years. But it also means the babies, like our 3 toddlers. And here's a chance, in case you hadn't already seen, to see the 3 babies and to see where the generations are right now with Sanaga-Yong.
Sanaga-Yong Chimpanzee Rescue currently cares for 77 confiscated chimpanzees ranging in age from 2 to over 50 years. They were all captured by the poachers who killed their mothers. At the sanctuary, they have a second chance to live with dignity and joy among friends. We rescued some of the chimpanzees after they suffered years of abuse in captivity, but the majority were confiscated as babies from poachers or traffickers or people who bought them illegally. They were raised initially by caregivers and then introduced to older chimpanzees in one of 8 separate communities at the sanctuary. They've grown up at Sanaga-Yong, and with your support, we hope they'll live long and happy lifespans of over 50 years. We'll take a moment to introduce you to a few of them. Our youngest residents are all around 2 years old, and they are Colby, Tamara, and Indem from left to right. They spend their long days exploring and playing rambunctiously in the forest. And their loving caregivers are never far away, always there to provide supervision and comfort when it's needed. In addition to baby milk formula, they get lots of other fruits and vegetables throughout the day, which are sometimes a lot more fun to play with than they are to eat. By the end of the day, they've usually worn themselves out and are ready to sleep for the night in their safe, cozy indoor enclosure. Another juvenile at the sanctuary is 5-year-old Tiki, who became the 9th member of Sambe's group last year. A previous attempt to introduce Tiki to other adults in a different group didn't work out, but he adores 16-year-old Sambe, who is the only other male in his new group. Sambe is a kind-hearted peacemaker by nature, and Tiki wants to play with him constantly. Sambe is accommodating and tolerant, and when occasionally it looks like he might have had enough, adult female Jantan is always ready to take Tiki off his hands for a little while. Our oldest and largest community of chimpanzees at Sanaga-Yong is Jackie's social group of 16 adults. Their enclosure includes 20 acres of lush forest with lots of wild fruit trees. And our dear Jackie is the only living member of his group who we rescued after he was an adult. Before we brought him to the sanctuary in 1999, Jackie spent 30 years in a small cage at a resort hotel. All the other chimps in the group were introduced to Jackie as babies and grew up under his protection and with his kind influence. Having known each other since they were babies, they enjoy strong friendships and mostly peaceful days. Punctuated and kept interesting with displays from males like Gabby. While we wish that all chimpanzees could be living free in the forest, we do our very best to give each individual of these different generations of rescued chimpanzees an opportunity for a joyful life. And it's only with your support that we can succeed. Thank you for doing all you can.
Well, and right there, that shows you what we're celebrating tonight. We're celebrating and having a toast to the generations at Sanaga-Yong. And that gives you a prime example right there. And that's just some of the 77 incredible animals there at Sanaga-Yong. Now, some of the ways for you to be able to help tonight and to make this happen, we're going to tell you more about here in just a moment and some of the items to look at. Remember that we're going to also have a chance for bragging rights tonight. With that said, we'll see how close you were paying attention to the video. You didn't think there was going to be a quiz. Well, we gotcha. All right, so in that video, how many chimps are in Jackie's group? How many chimps are in Jackie's group? And who is Tiki's best friend? Now, both of those, if you're a very, very big fan of Sanaga-Yong, And if you were paying attention to that video, you know the answers. So in the comments, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, however you are watching and celebrating along with us, go ahead and put the answer to those. If you know the answer to both, heck, put both of those in there. Plus, we just love to know where you're watching, what you're watching on, how you're watching, how you are being a part of, and what brings you here and to be a part of the Toast to Generations at Sanaga-Yong. We want to hear about your passion. So we'll get you the answers here in just a moment while people have a chance to be able to answer. How many chimps are in Jackie's group? And who is Tiki's best friend? So there's your first couple of questions. Now, some of the items, as we're talking about the ways for you to be able to give, the ways for you to be able to support, we've got lots of them. And our mobile bidding, the online auction with Auction Frogs, is a great way to do that. One of those items, number 301, is this bronze chimpanzee door knocker. This thing is cute, beautiful. It's captivating. It really shows everything about the wild apes that roam the mystic forests of our world. This bronze chimpanzee door knocker is designed and hand sculpted by Anthony Almeni, AnthonyAlmeni.com, and I probably said that wrong. And Anthony, I so apologize, but thank you because you did beautiful work. Now, one of the other items for you to be able to bid on is number 206. Now, with this one, it is this wooden serving bowl that is gorgeous. It was hand carved and painted by a Takar artisan. And it's up in the northern Cameroon region where this has been done, so not very far from where Sanaga-Yong is. And you talk about unique items to be able to display in your home. Well, this is beautiful, and people are going to ask you about it all the time, and you get to tell everyone, well, let me tell you about this and how I got it and about this incredible sanctuary that is in Cameroon called Sanaga-Yong. So along with that, you'll see lots of different items. Of course, for 601, we've talked about all of the, being trapped at home and being sequestered to our houses and not able to go to work, not able to go home, not able to go anywhere that we wanted to go for so long. And we were forced to have to just kind of stay together. And maybe now we're getting out and looking a little bit and traveling a little bit more. But here's a chance that you so deserve to be able to sit on a beach and truly, truly enjoy some real vacation. Number 601 is Tradewinds Beach Resort on beautiful Anna Maria Island off of Florida. You don't have to worry about having your passport or any of that. You're just going to enjoy the beautiful sea, the beautiful sand, and be able to think about the beautiful animals that you're able to help all at the same time. And finally, this time around, we've got these oven mitts at number 406. Look at these, how bright, how colorful. This right here just shows you all the personality of what we're talking about tonight. This shows the personality of all of the chimpanzees there at Sanaga-Yong. The oven mints are from Rwanda. This is design number 1 and will be shipped from Global Villages in Buffalo, New York. So go ahead and get your bids there on those or any of the many, many fabulous items that are on the auction block. Now, one of those things that we are going to be looking at and a theme that you're going to hear throughout, hence the name, is a toast to generations. Well, yes, we introduced you to the babies, the toddlers that are there at Sanaga-Yong. But what about some of our seniors or some of our veterans that have been there for a while at Sanaga-Yong? Do you know what they might have looked like when they were babies? So here we go. A little more bragging rights for you to see if you can get this put together. Now, all three of those chimps, A, B, and C. Look at how adorable they are. I mean, we all talk about every baby's adorable. Well, right there goes to show it. And are those babies Cindy, Simon, Bershey? It's up to you to decide that now. Go ahead and again, send us your comments of who you think is who. So if you think Cindy is number C, we'll put that. If you think Simon is A, you get the picture. Just go ahead and put those in the comments and we'll find out coming up here in just a little bit as to who is who. Now, our trivia question that we just had a little bit ago, and again, your bragging rights right now, how many chimps are in Jackie's group? Our winner is Catherine Cassia, something like that, and the answer is 16. Catherine, you got it. Congratulations. And our other question was, who is Tiki's best friend? Cindy knew it. The answer was Sambe. So congratulations both. You each get a point. There you go. Everyone else, it's okay. You have time to be able to catch up because we've got some more questions for you as we make our way through the event tonight with a Toast of Generations at Sanaga-Yong. And we've got lots of these beautiful videos to be able to showcase what's happening at the sanctuary, what's been going on with the chimpanzees, and the future moving forward as well. So, with that in mind, we have another video coming up here in just a moment here. But first, we've got a couple more trivia questions. Is that right? All right. Couple more trivia questions to go with this. And the question, what is Armel's position at the sanctuary? Now, we've mentioned this a couple of times, especially if you're on the happy hour. We actually talked about Armel several different times. The other question, what year did Timothy start working at the sanctuary? Timothy, what year did he start working at the sanctuary? Both of those, if you don't already know the answer, if you already do, well, go ahead and send that in with a comment with your answer, and we'll see who has the biggest bragging rights at the end. But if you don't know the answer yet, this video will tell you all about it.
Warba Timothy has been Sanaga-Yong's construction and maintenance manager since 2004. He has built almost every structure at the sanctuary and knows more about our fences than anyone. He is cross-trained to perform many of the sanctuary manager roles and knows the chimps well enough to fill in as a caregiver when needed. He's an absolutely invaluable member of our team.
I want to tell you a short story about the chimpanzees in Sanaga-Yong. Yeah, I have special chimpanzees that love me very much, like Coffee. Coffee is, when I'm passing beside Coffee will just make me a sign, and I will go to Coffee, and then Coffee will greet me, and at the same time, she will be smiling. Meanwhile, Bat is waiting for me with a bottle to put water in to drink. And Jimmy is waiting also for me to come and make grooming. Thank you very much.
Dr. Onanina Armel has been our veterinarian since the beginning of 2020. He has wonderful instincts about the chimpanzees and has established good relationships with all of them. We're very lucky to have him with us, and we hope he stays with us for many years to come.
Sanaga-Yong is the place which has allowed me to realize my dream, which is to take care of all animals. I'm taking care of 3 cats, 2 dogs, and 77 chimps. My big joy is watching all the chimps playing their enclosures every morning.
Asangafak Immaculate is our logistics coordinator, based mostly in the city of Yaoundé with her lovely family. Among her many responsibilities are buying and sending medicines as we need them at the sanctuary, and she enables us to maintain diversity in the chimpanzees' diet by sending certain foods on the train every week. Immaculate is organized and great at her logistics job. She's also a veterinary technician and helps out on site at the sanctuary when necessary.
We love chimpanzees, especially Tiki and Boami. We are proud that my mother is working to help chimpanzees.
I am a coordinator and a vet tech. My favorite chimp is Ginger. Working with these chimps has made me to be more motherly, caring, and lovely.
Bungadoo Alfred is our education coordinator, and he helped design our 5-day classroom program for primary and secondary school students. He loves working with children, and they love when Mr. Alfred comes to their classrooms. Since our school program has been curtailed by the pandemic, Alfred has been doing a great job leading our agroforestry program and playing an integral part in other conservation initiatives. He also knows the chimpanzees well and often assists with their care.
I work for Sanaga-Yong as the education coordinator. It's an interesting job for me, getting to work with teams and working with schools and kids to talk about chimpanzees, talk about their environment, and I love the job so much. So quite an interesting job for me.
Chimiso Raymond is a sanctuary co-manager, and he's been with Sanaga-Yong since 2004. He serves an absolutely vital role as a liaison between the sanctuary and community leaders, as well as various government officials. He's also intricately involved with our conservation initiatives.
I feel comfortable and happy to receive a young Cameroonian who came here with their job application and make the interview. I also have the same feeling when I joined the vet team to anesthetize a sick chimpanzee or an escaped chimpanzee. At the end, I have the same feeling when I'm in the village to organize the food run for the camp. Thank you.
Jodie Priest is a British national who came to Sanaga-Yong as a sanctuary co-manager in 2018. She has wonderful management skills and is dedicated to the chimpanzees. Jodie has earned the respect of the staff, the love of the chimps, and the gratitude of our board and director.
Hey everyone, I'm Jodie. I'm one of the managers here at Sanaga-Yong. One of my favourite things about working here is at the very end of the day, when you go around the cages and the chimps have had their evening feeds, and they've made their nests and they're with their family and they make this really satisfied noise. It's like a and it just lets you know that everyone's happy and healthy, and that's my favourite part of the day.
So there you get to see some of the dedication of each and every one of the staff members, coming from different backgrounds, some local, some from Britain, from America, from all over, coming together. The same with you and myself and all of us here tonight. We're not in one room, but you know what? We're all still here together. And that's the same with the incredible group there. They've come together for one common goal, and that's taking care of these chimpanzees at Sanaga-Yong. Now, again, some of those items, if you haven't had a chance to look or if you're on the fence on some, let me go ahead and point out some stuff, because Mother's Day is coming up here in just a moment. I think I got some great ideas for mom for you. Number 801 is Walking with the Chimpanzees of Sanaga-Yong Rescue. Now, this is written by founder and director Dr. Sherry Speed and also Sandra Cassidy-Weig, former volunteer and on-site assistant manager. Walking with the Chimpanzees of Sanaga-Yong Rescue features a 128-page hardbound collection of biographies, beautiful color photos, and of course our beloved residents as well. This is incredible. You can be able to have it right now. Number 801. You can get your bids in on that. Some of the other items to make sure that you check out is the astrology session, number 602. If you are into that, well, let me just tell you, this is an awesome way. Gemini Moon Ventures. It's a guidance on your life's journey, personal astrology reading, So the birth chart, also known by most people as horoscope, focuses on questions of who I am, who can I be, all those things that we all want. What is the blueprint for moving forward? Well, this can help you out, and you can be able to help out with these incredible chimpanzees as well. So that is the astrology session number 602, just a couple away. It's 604 is Yip Fitness. Stacy Yip is a fitness guru. This is 1 month unlimited virtual body weight training. So you don't have to worry about being in some gym somewhere, being on display, worrying about what other people think, what you look like in your yoga pants. None of that matters, because you're going to be able to do this via Zoom. Stacy Yip right there with her watchful eye to make sure that you don't break or pull or hurt something you don't want to hurt, because trust me, at my age, that's always a chance. So Jackie knows this. Trust me, Jackie knows it. One of the other items for you to check out is the bike basket. This is number 412, and it is hand-woven bike baskets from Ghana, and all 4 of them are beautiful. And you would love to be tooling around, any green belts around the Northwest or up in the mountains, wherever you happen to be with your bicycle, and have this gorgeous piece on there. Whoever has the highest bid, well, they're going to get first choice, and so on and so forth through the top 4. And it really doesn't matter which one you get. You're going to love whichever one you wind up with. And then we get to the case of wine. Yes, here's a chance to be able to sit back, relax, enjoy a case of Seven Bridges Winery, their Roed red wine. And this case, you're going to be able to enjoy. It is a beautiful labor of love that happens, and with all of them at Seven Bridges Winery. And you can be able to have that case, share that with your friends. And as you're sipping that glass, you can be able to tell them about Sanaga-Yong. You can be able to tell them about the babies. You can tell them about the 77 incredible chimpanzees there at Sanaga-Yong. So there's something for you to be able to check out there as well. All right. And if you're still trying to figure it out, here, let's go ahead and show the photo again of our babies and adults as we're looking at this. Now, who is who? Who's Simon when they were little? And beautiful and handsome now as adults. Adorable beyond belief, just ridiculously adorable as babies. Who is who? Well, we're going to find out for sure coming up here in a little bit, but you have time to be able to get in your ideas. Just put those in your comments. And whether or not you have the right answer, want to participate in the trivia, I hope everyone does. We just want to hear from you. Because again, we're all in this together. So go ahead and send us where you're calling from or where you're watching. What are the items you really got your eye on with the online auction with Auction Frogs? Whatever it happens to be, or just say, hey, and tell us who your favorite chimp is. We'd love to hear from you as well. So go ahead and post those in your comments as well. And all right, this is a time here as we get ready for, a few more of these and of our auction items that I want to be able to share with you in case you haven't had a chance before we reveal our winners there for the babies and the adult photos with our Toast to Generations. Number 207, this is a wedding mask. And this wedding mask is beautiful. It is delicately hand-carved in Northwest Cameroon. The wooden mask is worn by women in celebration of a wedding. Measures about 13 inches long, about 7 inches wide. You talk about a great talking piece and a beautiful piece to add to your collection at home. This is it for you right here at number 207. 701, you got breakfast. Hang on, I think I might have left off some. Oh no, we got those. Yeah, we already got all those in, but thank you though. All right, so number 701 is breakfast. And now when we say breakfast, we're not talking about just any breakfast. We're talking about a New York style classic breakfast. This basket, this pack is filled with a selection of New York's finest items. Get your day in going to the market. Well, you've got a reusable market tote to be able to take with you. So after the food's all gone, you still have memories of the great basket that you were able to give and the help that you were able to give in the day-to-day lives of each and every one of our chimps. Next up, number 302, this pendant. Again, beautiful, because I love the jewelry. I love the things that are out there so that when you're wearing them, more people get to see them. They get to ask about it, and they ask you, where did you find this gorgeous custom silver chimpanzee pendant necklace? Well, you can tell them about it. It was this landmark jeweler in Red Hook, New York for 22 years that has made this custom design. They do beautiful work, and now this item can be all yours. That's number 302. Also, number 603, the pet portrait. So as we're looking at our love for all of these primates, remembering also the four-legged family members that are sitting right next to you, probably enjoying the event along with you, whether that is canine, feline, reptilian, whatever it is that you have a pet and at home, maybe a feathered friend. They can be able to do a custom pet portrait for you of your furry, feathery best friend. And again, all of this bidding is open until tomorrow at noon, but that's when it closes down. So get your auto bid selections in there, and you've got plenty of time to be able to watch this out. And all the way up to the end, know that every dollar that is coming in is going to save lives. And that's really what this all comes down to. Now, as we were talking about our own, beautiful family members, we've really loved being able to get the interaction of hearing from you, whether it was the VIP happy hour earlier or now through the course of the main event for Toast to Generations at Sanaga-Yong. It's all about family. The family there at Sanaga-Yong, our family here together as supporters. And big part of that, I know one of my favorite moments in life is getting to go home tonight and get to see my baby girl, Harley. Now, Harley's a Great Dane. She is my buddy. She is my daughter. She is, for 6 years, been, glued to my side. I want to see yours, and let's share with each other. I'll pull up Harley's photo here in a second and share with you. We want you to share with us. Whether it's a photo right now as they're sitting on your lap going, what's going on? What's going on? Is there treats? Or maybe one of your favorite photos from a memory in the past. And go ahead and put that up on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you happen to be watching. And let's celebrate together with all of our family, 2- and 4-legged members as well. All right. Now, we talked about a case of wine a little while ago. Now, maybe you're thinking, case of wine, that might be a bit much. Okay, well, we got you taken care of too. Number 802 through 805, if you're looking at the auction items, these are single bottles of beautiful, beautiful wines from vineyards all around the Pacific Northwest, some of the best. And those are number 802 through 805, and you can be able to bid on those individual bottles of wine, and they'll be sent right to your home. So many things for you to be able to check out. But again, in all the fun that we have of making the videos, of the fun of watching the happy moments and the great things that happen with the chimps each and every day. There are also those scary moments. Like we talked about, the rescues that happened, the few Houdinis that happened to make their way out of enclosures occasionally. Just the general day-to-day care that goes in. And there's been scary moments with all of the kids to some degree. And it takes the incredible staff to be able to make sure that they're going to be okay. Because a lot of people, when we talk about the chimpanzee sanctuary, they talk about, well, why don't they just get released back out to the wild? Well, the problem is they can't be. Because of their situation, whatever it happened to be, abandonment, being in some other facility, they don't have the ability to be able to be out there the same as all the rest. So you have the ability to be able to help us care for the babies and the rest of Sanaga-Yong. And here's a video to be able to show you, well, just a little bit more about what we're doing tonight and why it is so vital right now for you to be able to help.
In addition to 74 other residents, Sanaga-Yong is currently caring for 3 juvenile chimpanzees around the age of 2 years. It costs approximately $5,000 per year to care for each one of these precious little individuals. Colby was the first of the 3 to be rescued. He's loving, kind-hearted, and a little insecure at times. He's very ticklish and loves to laugh. And he's very affectionate with his favorite people like co-manager Jody Priest. Tamara, the only girl of the 3, is very self-assured for her age. She also likes to hang out and be entertained by her humans at times. And she especially loves her friend Colby, although she's not averse to getting on his nerves when he's trying to sleep. And Dim is the youngest and oddly the most independent of the 3. He's discovered a variety of ways for his caregivers to entertain him. When he arrived, he had a nasty contagious skin disease that took multiple medications and almost 5 months to clear up. So he was only able to join Colby and Tamara late last year. He was so happy to have friends, and our lovely Colby accepted him from the first day. Your support tonight will provide baby milk formula, a variety of free choice fruits and vegetables, loving caregivers who are with the babies all day, every day, and a natural forested environment where they can learn and grow strong. On behalf of Colby, Tamara, and Indem, we thank you for doing all you can tonight to support them.
Now, how you can possibly, any human being, watch that and not have your heart just melt and to want to do whatever we can together to make that difference for them. The staff does it. Boots on the ground, they're working hard day in, day out, all day, all night. We get to be able to make sure that they have the ability to be able to continue doing that. And then in turn, we get to see the videos. We get to share in the moments and know that we were each and every one of us right here, right now, that we all helped to make that happen. You can go, yep, that happened a little bit because of me. and a little bit because of you and Brad and Melanie and Alice and each of us individually. Because one person can't make a difference. We want to, but you know what? Each of us together, along with, what I have, what Brad has, Melanie, Alice, everyone, with the Auction Frogs crew, if we all get together, it's amazing. It's not just one person wanting to make a difference. It's all of us together. And that power, that's when we're able to make miracles happen. And they've happened for 23 years. They continue to happen. And that's because of you. This is a moment where we've come to, in the program, for a toast to the generations at Sanaga-Yong, where we're not talking about auction items right now. We're not talking about all the different ways to be able to give. We're talking about just this moment right now, in each of us, what we have the ability to be able to do. And item number 101 is just your ability to be able to say, we care about all 77 of these amazing, beautiful, beautiful creatures. How can I be able to give? This is your way. If you look at it, and we already have, this is awesome news. We have a $5,000 anonymous donation. But what this is it is a match donation. So if you're thinking about wanting to give, here's an ability for you to really make your money work because of this generous donation from Anonymous. So Anonymous, whoever you are, bless you and thank you. But for you, if you want to give $100 right now, it's going to become $200. 200 is going to be $400, 500, 1,000. You can see how this all works, up to that $5,000. But that doesn't mean stop at $5,000. But as we get started here in our fund to need, that $5,000 is going to go so far to making a difference. You figure the cost and care for a chimpanzee for an entire year is $5,000. So that one donation, that's already taking care of one for the next year. 76 to go. Do you have the ability to be able to just match that outright, $5,000 for a donation? If you can, number 101, and you can just slide that over to the amount that works for you. That's what $5,000 can do. Maybe that's a little steep. Trust me, I understand. Maybe $1,000. That's something a little more that you can be able to handle right now. A donation of $1,000 covers almost a month of daily care for all 3 of the babies. That same $1,000 also can cover 2 weeks of food for all 77 of the chimpanzees. And right now, 4 more of those $1,000, fifth one and then 4 more, that is going to get all matched because of that anonymous donation. So that's what $1,000 does. Maybe $500 is something a little bit easier for you. That takes care of veterinary care, the medication for a baby's first 3 months. That's item number 101, $500. Let's get these little ones healthy. They all need to come in. They need to be immunized. They need to get their shots and tested for, whatever possibly could have happened prior to coming to the sanctuary. So that's what that $500 is going to do. Okay, it's $200 and $250. Is that a little bit easier for you? That covers the salaries. And this is a staggering number here. $250 covers the salaries for the baby's caregivers for 1 month. Just $250 covers that salary. Such a small amount for the amount of care that they give each and every single day. For someone who has the ability to be able to do a donation of $100, well, that's going to get a month's worth of the fruits and vegetables for all 3 of our toddler baby chimpanzees. It's so important. The same with us and same with our kids, to eat the fruits, to eat the vegetables. It's vital for their growth, for their health, all of that. $100 is going to take care of that. And maybe it's $50. I want to make sure that everyone has the ability to be able to give an amount that is comfortable for them. $50, the babies receive the milk formula 5 times a day, and that $50 will provide all 3 of them with milk for 1 solid week. So see, it doesn't have to be a large amount. And don't ever think it's too small. I mean, if you have $50, if you have $50,000, there is no amount that is too small. There's no amount too large either. But, we say this because I never want anyone to ever feel bad about what they can give. You give what you have the ability to be able to do. And again, what we were just talking about, it's your amount. And the amount that is meaningful for you, along with mine, along with everyone else, miracles happen from that. Again, it's not one, it's all of us together. So let's show this together, our support of all of these animals. And number 101 is going to help you care for the babies of Sanaga-Yong and the rest of our incredible inhabitants, the family that resides each and every day there in Sanaga-Yong in Cameroon. So we thank you so much for everything that you have been doing, and the fact that you are here and you're supporting and you continue to go to the website, you continue to watch the social media and be engaged each day, all year long. Yeah, bringing in more people to the family, that's one of the biggest things you can do right there. So thank you to everyone. And in case we were wondering, some of our trivia question answers, and we'll see if we have any clear leaders here after we've gotten through all the trivia questions. What is Armel's position at the sanctuary? Did we have a correct answer? Ooh, veterinarian. I'm surprised no one had the correct answer on that one. So veterinarian for Armel. Our other question was, what year did Timothy start working at the sanctuary? This one you got right at the starting of the video. No. Well, 2004. 2004 is the correct answer. All right. Matching up the babies to their adult photos. All right. Time for the big reveal here. Who is who? Here we go. Well, there you see that adorable little baby girl, Cindy. And you should see the beautiful woman she is now, Simon. So regal. So actually, if you look at the eyes, you can tell right there. Same with Bershi. From baby to now, still this beautiful regal look about them. All right, so thank you to everyone who sent in, and the pet photos. There were some very, very adorable ones that came in. And we want to thank each and every one of the family members that are a part of this. And so remember, you have until tomorrow at noon to be able to get your bids in. And again, best way to do it, whether you're going, well, it's going to start getting later here. I'm not going to stay up all night. You don't have to. Because of the auto bid, you can just put in the amount that you want, and all night long it'll do it for you, and it'll just go back and forth and outbid whoever comes in, and you'll receive your message in the morning and see if you need to do anything from there. Now, again, on behalf of, the raffle winner. Our raffle winner, yes, with the Amazon gift card, just for having gotten registered, is Thank you, Melanie. Penelope. Penelope, congratulations. Okay, I'm just not going to do that to you, Penelope. We'll just say, Penelope, thank you so much. And you have won that gift card to Amazon. We hope you enjoy that. And now we have Jody Priest, who is, yes, one of the managers, but is such a huge part of what happens day to day with Sanaga-Yong, to be able to say her words, because I can say thank you all I want, and each of us can be able to do that, but you can't hear those two words enough. And so on behalf of myself, Corey Michaels, the rest of us at Ellsberg Studios, at Auction Frogs, thank you. And for all of our chimpanzees, all 77, the staff at Sanaga-Yong, all 30 of them, God bless you. Thank you so much. Here is Jody Priest.
We hope that you've all enjoyed the event and the auction, and we want to thank you massively for coming and participating today. Your support always means the world to us, all of us here at Sanaga-Yong. Thank you.
Your support is the foundation for all we do, and we're so grateful. I hope you enjoyed our event. Good night.